Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight. Give me just a moment here. All right. Welcome to the Passport Party. I am Tihana J. Robinson, and I am very excited to be here tonight presenting to you from Living on Purpose for Life Travels and Events. While we're going through the presentation tonight, I do want to share with you that I am looking for business partners, people who are excited about travel, excited about earning extra income, excited about time freedom, personal freedom, and financial freedom, and who would be interested in joining me in the travel business. So while I'm going through the presentation, I just want you to take a look at me and what I do. And just know I'm going to make some mistakes because this is my first time presenting. But I'm excited to make some mistakes because how else do we learn but by trial and error, right? And so if I can do this, anyone can do this. And I want to help. My goal is to help at least 15 families between now and May 10th to earn extra money, to be able to travel like an insider, and to just change their lives altogether. Because this journey that I'm on right now, I am definitely, it's definitely life changing for me. So, anyway, welcome to the Passport Party. Now, again, I am Tihana J. Robinson. I am the owner of Living on Purpose for Life Travels and Events. I want, I'm sorry, I cannot see here. Uh, well, basically, I'm excited to be able to present to you and to share with you this opportunity to open up the world of travel to you by obtaining your passport and giving you the inside scoop of what it is that you need to do to obtain it. So, thank you so much for entrusting me with that opportunity. And here we go. So, why did I choose travel? Well, I chose travel to be my secondary income because I was looking for something 8 years ago when I first got into the travel business. And what I was looking for was an opportunity to earn residual income to match my residual bills. I was looking for something that would uh, keep me from oh, I can't even think of another way to say it right now, but to move me away from loneliness, from being an empty nester, a single mother. I mean, I was getting to that point where the kids were going to be leaving home, and it's like I'm no longer married, so what am I going to do with myself? Why not travel? And traveling, you are always meeting new people and fun people doing fun things. So yeah, why not travel? I found the companies that I am associated with have various opportunities for me to increase my income. I have the opportunity to travel like an insider, so travel at a big savings. And being able to share again and show others how to do the same thing. That's my biggest why I chose travel. Not to mention, let's not forget the three freedoms that I've been looking for. And those three freedoms are time freedom, financial freedom, and personal freedom. And travel is an $8 trillion industry. And I've seen the evidence in others who are doing it. And they've presented a roadmap on how I can be as successful in travel as they are. And by them helping me, that makes me want to help someone else even more, because that's what we're in this business for. It's not just a me thing, but it's a we thing. It's how can I help you? And when you come in, you will then know what it means to turn around and say, how can I help you? That's what it's all about. So, yeah, why not travel, right? All right. So, I want to ask a couple of questions moving forward. If you had your passport in your hand right now, where would you go? Where would you go if time and money wasn't a factor? Who would you take with you? And how long would you stay? Would you this is the most important question. Would you be okay if you had a commission check waiting for you at home when you returned from traveling anywhere in the world that you wanted to go? Yeah, it's pretty powerful, right? Just think about that because those are the possibilities that are waiting for you if you decide to come into business with me as a business partner in travel. But we'll save that for another time. Tonight, we are going to focus on obtaining your U.S. passport. All right. So, again, if you registered for this webinar with your email by sending an email to livingonpurposeforlife@gmail.com, you will receive copies of these slides, of this slideshow, for your reference. So you'll be able to get all of this information. But I do suggest that you get a pen and paper. If you want, you can actually go ahead and take a screenshot of the screen so that you have that information. But I will be happy to send this information to you via email, and as long as you've sent your email to livingonpurposeforlife@gmail.com. So there are 5 steps towards getting your U.S. passport. When you go to travel.state.gov, excuse me, the steps are listed as to what you need to do, and it's not as hard as we tend to think that it is, because I really thought that it was more complicated than what it is to get your US passport. And so I actually used myself as a trial subject for this project of helping people to get their passport, because I needed to get my passport. And I'm very excited because very, very soon the whole world will be my playground and I will be able to travel anywhere that I want to go. So I'm really excited about that. But once you go to the website travel.state.gov, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to complete your DS-11 application. The application is very self-explanatory. It's not complicated at all, but it is a 6-page application because the first 4 pages actually has some instructions on how to complete the 2-page application. So I won't go into a lot of detail about this because, again, when you're on that website, there's also a video, a couple of videos that you can look at that explains the process as well. So I just really wanted to come and share the information with you so that those who are looking to travel with me in November to Jamaica, we need to get our passports and get everything in order for us to do what we need to do. And so that's the reason that I wanted to host the passport party. Okay. So after you complete step 1, which is completing your DS-11 application, the second thing that you want to do is gather all of your documents. Now, your documents will consist of a color photo of yourself. I highly recommend that you have a professional to complete that photo for you. You can definitely try and do it on your own. When you're on the website, it does tell you that you can, take the photo on your own to save you a few dollars if you want. I just want you to understand that if you do not have the photo exactly the way that the U.S. State Department wants the photo to be, you're going to waste a lot of time and energy and money and gas and all that, because you're going to get down to the location to complete your application process and they're going to turn you away. So do like I did. I went over to Walgreens. I told them, hey, I need a passport photo. No problem. Within 10 minutes, I had my color passport photo. They know what is needed and what your photo is supposed to look like. So it's very plain, very generic. And again, this information about the photo and how to do it is on the website as well. Okay. The other document that you're going to want to have, well, they say it's a document, but you're going to want to have your processing fees available. And ready. So the processing fee for the application itself is $130. That is only accepted by check or money order, and it must be payable to the U.S. Department of State. Okay. Then there's a $35 execution fee. This is the fee that is paid to the facility who is completing your application process. Now, that fee can be paid in cash with a debit card or with a credit card. The third possible fee could be the expedition fee of an additional $65. And what that means is, let's say you had an emergency in another country and you needed to leave within like a 2-week period. Well, then you pay an additional $65 in order to have your passport expedited. All right. And again, that fee is going to the U.S. Department of State. So it must be in the form of a check or a money order. Now, it's very important that you understand how the fees are to be paid when you go and make your appointment to have the process completed of getting your U.S. passport. All right. The next thing that you're going to want to have is your proof of citizenship. You're going to want your original and a copy of your proof of citizenship. And what this is your proof of your birth certificate, your original, and a copy of your birth certificate, or your fully valid, undamaged U.S. passport, and it may be expired. It's okay. And then there's a couple of other proofs of citizenship that you can choose from as well. Again, all this information is on the website. The other thing that you're going to want to have as far as documentation is your proof of identity. This is your ID. So it can be your driver's license or a previous or current U.S. passport book or card, your military identification, or some other form of government identification. The and or it could be a certificate of national, I'm sorry, a certificate of naturalization or citizenship. So these are the forms of proof of identity that are acceptable for obtaining your U.S. passport. Now we're on to the third step. This is where you schedule your in person appointment. When you go onto the website of travel.state.gov, you will have access to a list of facilities where you can go. You make your appointment and you can go to complete your application process. Now, when you do your DS11 application, it's very important that there's a section of the application where it says do not complete. You must not complete that because it can only be completed in the presence of the agent at one of these facilities. It's more or less like when you go to a notary. You can't sign until the notary actually confirms who you are and then watch you apply your signature. It's kind of the same thing with this process. So please make sure that you're following the instructions that come along with your DS11 application, okay? But you have now made your in-person appointment, and guess what? Step 4, you are going to attend your appointment. That's right. So now you are at the facility, you have your DS11 application, you have all of your documentation, and it is time for you to sign on the dotted line. Yes. And we are at step 5. Step 5, you are waiting for your passport to come in the mail. Now, I want to reiterate, go back here just a minute. I want to reiterate that when you take your documents in, they will keep your original birth certificate, your original proof of citizenship. You will receive that back in the mail, and you're going to receive your passport in the mail. You may not receive both of them at the same time, and I can't tell you which one you'll receive first, but just know that that is the process. That's what will happen, okay? But you've now completed all 5 steps to obtaining your passport. Yay! See? It wasn't very hard at all. And so now we are at the CTA. This is your call to action. And because I really want to help you and make sure that you get your US passport, your call to action is for you to obtain your passport within the next 30 days. And when you do, you will receive from me a 3-day, 2-night stay, which is an opportunity for you to possibly utilize your brand new passport. That's just my way of saying thank you to you for allowing me to be a part of this process and helping you obtain your US passport, okay? So, as we conclude our presentation, I just want to invite you to schedule your 15-minute discovery call with me, especially if there's anything in this short presentation that you found interesting, that you'd like to get more information about. I am happy to have that conversation with you because, again, I am looking to grow my team. I am looking for some people who love to travel, want to travel more, who want to earn additional income, and who wants to join a really exciting organization with amazing opportunities. So schedule your 15-minute discovery call with me at calendly.com/LOP, the number 4 life. All right. And I look forward to hearing from you and speaking with you soon. You can also join our mailing list at livingonpurposeforlife@gmail.com. And please visit my website at tahanarobinson.intellitravel.com. I want to thank you once again for being a part of my first live webinar. I am so excited, and I'm looking forward to being able to service you and your group travel needs. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, now would be the time, and I'll be happy to answer them. Until next time, thank you so much. God bless, take care, and I hope to see you around the world.